here at the Tate Modern with Laura Simpson's work entitled Then and Now, made in 2016 on 12 panels. Laid out in a 4-row, 3-column style, made with ink and screen printing on clayboard, which is a good time. Laura lives and works in the U.S. She's American. I almost just launched my notebook at the art. Whoops. Here's the work, by the way. It's called Then and Now because Laura Simpson engages a lot in identity politics. She talks about race a lot in her works. She screen printed those 2 photos, which are found photos, onto the screen board, and then added all of the extra effects herself by hand. The top photo is from the Detroit Rebellion. I think it's just Rebellion. The Detroit Rebellion. Yes. In July of 1967. Although the work wasn't made till 2016. The rebellion was basically in an unlicensed bar. 82 customers were being arrested in the next 5 days of the Detroit Rebellion. Almost 100 people died. Almost 1,200 people were injured. Which wasn't a good time for this country. She's trying to draw parallels between then and now, when racial tensions are at an all-time high, especially in our country. Not an all-time high, but very high, especially in our country. I think it's interesting. She's using this, the black paint and the black splotches on the canvas to almost wash out and cover up the second picture, which is, I think, a lot of the mentality today in America that we're breaking through. Up until very recently, racism was just not something we talked about anymore, because it was something that we had all assumed that our country had dealt with. Obviously, it's not true, and that's coming to light now. We are starting to hear and respect the voices of racial minorities more than ever, which is so important. And this is a good representation of how while we have a very vivid image of what happens in the past, we can't let ourselves get muddled in our vision of the future, in our vision of the present. We have to stay conscious. We have to keep our eyes open. We can't let our eyes just blot out what's happening. There it is.